Well, our sorghum field, our largest field, sorghum is ready and underway. I don't know what's happened with my fertilisation state. They're all at second stage, but I've got a conflict of mods in here, and it plays up sometimes and starts being a little bit silly. So I'm going to go and do a harvest. Actually, I'm not going to take the big fella out. I lease most of my gear so I can give it back. It's time we get the harvester, and there's only one harvester for this job. And that's that big fella. The rest of this doesn't matter, we'll just hire it as is. And I'll probably get the draper with it. That's running 13.7. That's 13.8. Look, we'll get it with the draper. Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. I'm going to kick this off. I'll leave the work to it. Lease myself a medium tractor. I'm going to go and collect those flowers now. They're starting to bank up a bit. So move the BGA as well. It's now down over at the mine site, which makes me happy. So I've got to come back and plough all that concrete ground that the BGA was at, and so I'll probably do that today so that grass will grow as soon as possible. Fix this area up. Oh, looks like canola's ready too. Yep, canola's ready as well. Well, since we're down here, let's make a start on that. We've got beans just here next to us on the left. They won't be ready for another 2 days, and the sugarcane way up over the other side of the map, that'll be ready in about 2 more in-game days, about 2 more months. So I'll get this canola done. It's a bit bumpy through here, which is why the trailer's going on erratically. Make enough money from this harvest to finish stage 3 of the 4-wheel drive track, and I'm looking forward to that one. It's coming along really good so far. Now, I don't have a problem with the headers, I don't have a problem with the harvesters or the seeders on my map, but I do have a problem every time I cultivate and plough. So I have to do headlands, but we don't have to do that right away. I'll be skipping, mostly just do a headland this road. I'll be skipping seeding probably this season, so after harvest I'm going to leave the fields. going to leave the fields bare. If anything, I'll just do a couple of fertilisation stakes and a bit of herbalisation and keep the weeds out of it. We're going to see if we can do that anyway. You can never ever stop the weeds though, in reality. They just keep growing. And they just keep growing and growing. So you've got a herbicide every day and you've got to go through and weed it every in-game day. So weeds do get really erratic. Just going to reline this up. Send the worker off on his way. Oh, come on, mate. You can do this. It's an easy task, really. Just driving a straight line is stupid. We'll get ourselves a medium tractor. We've got to get up the hill. I'm going to go and change one of my fence, and not that one, that's at Old Man Emu's place down here. This is where we are at the 4 drive track. Old Man Emu's. And I always get a frame rate drop whenever I've got a worker running on the map now, so here's the start of the 4 drive track. It's pretty simple here in the beginning. A few lumps and bumps along here. Across the bridge and up there to Old Man Emu's. It wraps around and winds its way up to a sail point up there, and then we start getting a bit of radical here on the 4 drive track. And I've planted all the trees in here. I don't know if you can see the saplings, but there's 400 trees in this area I've planted. They'll still take a few more months to grow yet. And then we come down here, and this is the river, but it's more of a creek at the moment. So this is nice to come down here. A little bit challenging through here. And we're going to finish this stage of the 4 drive track next. It's not going to be flat like this. It's going to be challenging. I'm also going to divert up here and make an overhead track that's going to wind around and snake its way back over here to the national park area. It's a camping site up here. It's not finished yet, but just the basics are here. So it's a bit of a camping site up here, and I'll be putting a lookout over here. So at the end of the track, this is where vehicle parking will go, and a bit of a lookout over the entire map up here. And yeah, so lots to do. Stage 3. I'm just going to get the fence because I've got to come down here and grab these flowers and make a sale. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this in the workshop. We're going to take the jewels off it. Jewels are just too big to get up to the sale point, so I'm going to put wides with weights on this one. This was the first tractor I bought on the map. We're just going to back in there, it's easier to get out. I could have made it a bit wider, but the fencing I'm talking about, but it didn't look right, so I just kept it narrowed down a bit. I did have it out wide and it just looked way too big, so let's change these tyres up. I don't need the light on for that. What I do need is my trigger for the workshop. If I can... God damn it. I don't want the fucking light on. I want the workshop trigger. Where is my workshop trigger? Alright, I'll move over a bit then. Damn lights. Come over into this baby. Maybe this will help us. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Come on. You gotta be shitting me. Ah, oh, God, I'm silly. I haven't used it in here for a bit. You gotta come into this office. There we go. God, 12 grand. And we'll customise this out. Wides with weights. But I can also come back and freely change them over now, so I've got 2 sets of tyres. If you'd let me out before I close the door, it'd be much appreciated. Thank you. I'll just close the place up, we won't be on the farm. We're going to be away. So we've got wides with weights now. And also got the twins to put back on when I'm seeding and cultivating. Whoa, what's going on? The bloody weight. Oh dear Lord. So it's not starting off terribly great. Has that rolled around upside down? Let me just back up to it first. I think it did roll over upside down. I had an opportunity to pick it up then. It did. Now it's got more time to secure. This game really annoys me when it does this sort of shit. My fault for running it over, but come on, you know? That's right, turn around back to front. Anyway, no point crying over spilt weights. So instead of grabbing a medium tractor, it's quite hard to get up to old man Emu's place. Just let me fly over. I want to see where I've left the trailer. I think it's down at the sheep, I'm guessing. And looks like the combine's finished as well, so I'll have to jump over there. Well, it's definitely not here. Is it at the chicken pen? Nope. It's not at the chicken pen, but we have to go and load them up now. We'll just check the sheep area. I've left the trailer somewhere here. Usually in there I leave it, but it's not there. I don't need it over there. Where the hell have I put it? You know, every time I log on, something disappears. These cattle pens all disappeared not so long ago. 2 days ago. They're all new cows again. Just, I've got a mod on here that's conflicting, and it's really driving me insane, to be honest. Alright. It might be in the shed here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We're on our way there. Sometimes things are more difficult than they need to be. You get 28,000 off that. 2,843, but that's alright. We'll finish our other canola field over here. And all the weeds will come up now. Well, after today anyway. Just get the first headland done and then I'll run him on his way. So I want him to run down the far side of the field, so we'll finish up on this side of the field. I'll go and dump this straight into the silo and we'll head to the big field, and this guy will be able to be left on his own for quite a while. That field for me. This is the new Rangers hut. So we got a national park up the hill here. It's not finished yet, but I didn't want to waste any more money completing the build on it yet. But we got the Rangers hut. He's got his horse to get through. This is going to be a horse track, not a four-wheel drive track. We're going to take the horse up through the hills into the bush, into the forest. So he's got his radio room in there. He's got fresh water. The horse has got water, and he's got somewhere to eat. He's got his four-wheel drive there, so to do his rounds. And is that light still there? Yeah, the light's still there. And then we snake our way up through here, out to Old Man Emu's, and straight up the hill is the national park parking where we just looked at. That goes straight up that way. And that way's the four-wheel drive track and Old Man Emu's. The map's really come together. I'm just waiting on all these saplings. I've got 400 of them here. They run right up the hill and they run right through here. So you can see the rows of them here. Just waiting on them to grow. Yeah, that's what we want. So I'll knock this on the head and I'll throw these chicken eggs. Gently throw these chicken eggs onto the trailer here. It holds good storage, this pen. Very, very happy with this chicken pen. One of the better ones in the game, no doubt about it. We've got a good chunk of money coming out here. Happy to see that. Always happy to see money growing on the farm. This four-wheel drive track has cost me $4.5 million so far. It's taken every cent I've got in the bank. Oh, just pick up the goddamn eggs, man. It ain't rocket science. Lucky last, chuck that on anyway. We'll free up the whole area. Now they're looking for food. They're out of food, so the eggs have stopped coming. We've almost got a full trailer load there. That's pretty cool. I'm liking that. That's where our semi-trailer and trailers park. I've got the harvest trailer, the water trailer and the prime mover parked in that shed there. That leads up to one of the homesteads, across the bridge and over the river. And here we've got olives, grapes and olives, grapes and flowers. We're grabbing the flowers right now. Olives and grapes will passively keep going. These are the flowers that I have on. Oh, we're not going to make this turn. Got to grab me weight one way or another. That Can't believe it. It's actually loading this time. It has a tendency to play up. There's a mod here that's conflicting somewhere, and it's something to do with this trailer. Look, I think the water trailer here, because every time I'm close near something else with it, it's conflicting. So, but there's no other trailer that will do all liquids. I'm just going to move this away a bit, park under the tree. Oh, nice one. Park under the tree and get a bit of a snooze in there, as truck drivers do. Let's see if that's helped us at all. It doesn't seem to have. Oh yeah, it did. So that trailer I've just worked out is actually interfering with these other mods here. Don't need to sell yet, but I will get this out of the way. Actually, I think I'll just leave the container here. I don't see why not. Right in the spawn spot. Fold this up. I've got to grab that weight. Come on. Every time I'm high, right? Every fucking time. The dog has a dog door. Doesn't know how to use it. Knows how to come in. Doesn't know how to go out. Tried everything, treat the whole lot. Just won't go out. So you'll come in. Get rid of these triggers. They annoy the shit out of me. How's our harvest looking? Yeah, he's still got a fair bit to go. And over here we got sorghum that's ready as well. Nice big field. But I can leave this guy on his own. He's got the massive unrealistic tank on it. So I'm going to take these eggs up to Old Man Emus and sell them up there. And it'll give me a bit of cash. And then the cash from harvest should have enough to finish, or at least make a good go on stage 3 of the 4 drive track. It's coming up real good. Pretty pleased with it. Duck in here. Oh, here's on the other side. It's not lined up the best, but we'll get away with it. Alright. Old Man Emus. Yeah, you're going to give me the shits today, aren't you? Right. After Old Man Emus, got to make sure we go past the Ranger. Nice and easy, 20 k's through the little Rangers area. Otherwise we might find ourselves with a fine in the mail. Bush is really starting to come together now. There's twice as many trees there, they just haven't rendered in until you get right up there because there's so many. But there's enough to so that it's okay. I'll do a flyover in there. See, there's twice as many trees as what you see. There's now 3,400 trees that I've planted, all in the sake of a tempered reality. And we better do 20 through here. Ranger's vehicle, Ranger's hut, Ranger's horse. Drunken school bus driver dropped the kids up the hill at the camping ground, and he went to go into town to get some beers because they were camping for the weekend, and he's rolled down the hill and that's where the bus landed. Oh boy, this is even a struggle for the big fen. It is a bit of a climb though. Get over this little ridge bit, we're fine. Up here in the tractors work hard. Coming through here with the drills on was a bit difficult, so now I've changed them over to the wides with weights. It's much better, much better. So I think I'll keep the wides and weights on this one. We'll change them back to the twins, which I own now, so I can just go into the workshop, change them over free of charge because I own both sets. We go off to old man Emus. Should get some decent money for these eggs. Another vehicle that's rolled down the hill. An old truck there, an old pickup. His horse is here, means he's here. If not, his horse will be in town. His horse is here. Rides his horse into town. He's an old man Emu. He's an old Aussie digger. Doesn't have a vehicle. He does have an excavator though, so he can do some work on his property. But he doesn't own a vehicle himself. I've got the other fence up here. He might be in the way. I've still got some more trees, more saplings there to plant where the other ones come up, so I'll know where they are. Let's get these guys sold. Finally recognises them as eggs. It took 2 sales to come up here before it would always say unknown, and would give me a shit price on flowers and stuff when I'd bring them up. It'd still pay me, but it wouldn't pay me the correct money, same as my wool. How much did we get for that? 50,000. Wow, that's good going. Big ones, so I'm hoping to get about 700,000 out of sales at the end of this harvest. I've got the worker on it at the moment. Probably cost me a couple of grand in wages, but we should have enough to do stage 3 of the 4-wheel drive track. That's the bit that I'm really looking forward to, so all the hard work will slowly start to pay off. I'm running speed at 5. I'm going to drop that back just because oops, just because he's got a long way to go, and I have to finish the sorghum field today. Otherwise, tomorrow it'll be destroyed. So that's stage one of the four-wheel drive track just there. A bit lumpy and bumpy, and then it eases out a bit, and then stage two's down here. It's a bit of a jiggery decline. I got all my saplings in here. There's another 200 just here and another 200 up on the hill. So yeah, 3,400 trees planted so far on this map. And I've got to put a runway, like a river, coming down through the hill there that's going to hook up here to a waterfall. But the funny thing is, I had to paint water and mud and turn it into a creek, because the water table on this map, I should be well and truly head high ×2 in water, but the water table for some reason just isn't programmed in through the back here. So I've got the basic structure down, I just don't have enough money to complete it. We got to do an off track that winds up to this hill up here, and you can see the water table down here. This console flyover camera is pretty shit. So the water table is really low, as you can see here. This is the water I thought I was going to get when I did the bridge and all that, and just didn't work out that way. So the water table stopped somewhere in between this side and that side of the hill. So got a couple of trees that have come up. I've got more saplings down here as well, so I want to thicken all that out, so when you're coming through it's a thick bush on the left and not just this light green fakey looking mountains and that. I don't really like that look, so I've put a lot of bush down there, which are still saplings at the moment. It'll take a few months to grow. Into a boogie now. We'll get back into it. This is pretty steep here. There's some logs here where I've cut branches off trees. That tree there, I cut them branches off and they've grown back. So as soon as I log back in, they'll immediately back on there. There's 20 through here. The Rangers area. Not completed yet, but I'm trying to just save my money for completing the full drive track. There's the sorghum field. You should get plenty off that. I'll just drop this skid back off at the chicken pen. So I've stopped giving the chickens food, because at the end of this harvest I'm going to fast forward quite a few months until them saplings go to stage one, and then I can finish the rest of the bush out there at the other side. But I can't put any more saplings down because you can't see them when you're planting them, and if you put them too close together they won't grow, and if they're too far apart it doesn't look like natural bushland. So I just fast forward a few days till such time as I can see stage one come up on the saplings. So we'll leave that one there. Take this back over to the sheep pen. See how pigs are doing for feed. They're half free range. Sometimes they come on the outside of the gate here. I've seen up to 6 of them actually out in that pit. There's one there taking a dump outside. Well done, piggy. Some more crap to pick up. of their feed trough, and they're out as well, so they'll stop growing. But I'm not going to waste my time feeding them at the moment. I haven't got a great deal of feed, and once that sorghum field's harvested, I can fast forward time by 2 to 3 months. Actually, we'll go over that way. Oh, bugger it. I was going to go out. Yeah, actually I will. Let's go that way. It's the shorter way. I'm going to drop this down at the sheep pen because we'll have wool come along next. There could even be a few bales there at present. Alright, this is a little bit tight to get through here, so I hug the right, and then we just flick the trailer around. If I took the gates away, it would be a lot easier, but I don't want to take the gates away, so this isn't finished up here yet either. Let's go down to the sheep pens or pastures. Doesn't look like any real spawned. So they're out of feed as well. Let's drop our trailer in here. I don't know where this skid has gone. That usually lives here. Alrighty. Go up here, put this back in the shed. I'll grab the prime mover and the trailer, go and unload. Actually, I shouldn't have to. The combine should hold enough in it that I can just drop it straight off into the silo. Let's go and see how much he's got in him. Not as much as I thought, but that's because for some reason my fertilisation state has reverted back to just one layer. I spent about 3 hours doing the whole map with 2 layers, and I've got a mod on here and I'm pretty damn sure it's the prime mover water trailer. Let's just jump to it. I'll run over to it and could flick through all of this shit for ages. We'll just jump to it. Old man emus, and stage 1 of the forward drive track there. Rangers area up here at the flowers. Old man emu's house. I got more saplings there ready to go. It's the mine area. Yeah, it's this trailer. It's giving me a little bit of grief, so it is a mod. And I didn't realise it was this one because yeah, there it is there. These trailers, they're awesome because they do all liquids, but they interfere with these flowers. They interfere with the olives and the grapes. They interfere with my fertiliser tank there. When I drive past the flower crates there, or get flung around when I'm nowhere near them. You know, just how it is, I guess. So I'm now aware that that mod is the issue. I'm just looking for another mod now that I can do slurry, water, milk, digestate and herbicide, and that is the only trailer in the game that will do it. Anyway, no, I've come up the wrong driveway. I do that quite often. More often than what I should. I'll try and get out here and empty him out. I think he'll be full before I get there. There's our trailer. I've got this thing set speed way too high. Wow. Let's just knock this back to 70, I guess. Go and meet him out on the field. Go full noise now. This is where I did park all my combines. I had 3 combines, but because of the FPS issues I was having, I decided just to lease equipment when I needed it. We're going across the field here. Anyway. And I'm on the wrong side, damn it. At the end of this harvest, weeds and crop destruction will all be turned on. Get a bit more realistic play in it. And I certainly won't be doing what I'm doing now, and it's driving over crop. This will just destroy it. Oh, for fuck's sake. So that's not ideal. But yeah, weed and crop destruction will be turned on after this harvest. Turn old mate off now. Send this guy on his way. It's right on the edge of the field there. Send the worker back out. In the meantime, he's still got 3 runs, so I can still do another sale. For the mining area. Even though I just put everything away, I should know better. Oh, go and grab that trailer, grab an empty skid, grab those flowers, go and sell them. The import-export container usually pays the best money. for the flowers. And that one's in the middle of town, so we'll go into town this time instead of up to Old Man Emus. I don't want to go up there too much, I'll get sick of going up there. I'll go and grab these flowers now. I've got no wool, so I haven't fed the sheep for quite some time. There's all our sugar cane straight ahead. Nice big field of it. That's going to bring a lot of money. An exorbitant amount. That's our cow farm in there. We've got 3 open pastures and we've got the large barn. All coming together fairly well. All this bush is finally grown. We've got stage 5 spruce type 1s. Everything else is stage 4 through here. Shaggies there are stage 5. They're a medium shrub. They're growing pretty well. They're fully grown. I didn't want anything too high there along the fence line going up to the house. Grab my weight now. I'm facing the wrong damn weight. Right, now we got that on. Go and grab our flowers. Some ready. There's none left in the stockpile. Oh, it's sell time. So the FPS is playing up a bit silly right now because that trailer is a problem mod that I have, and I could get rid of it. I have to use herbicide, digestate, slurry, milk and water all on this map, and that trailer does it all. There's no in-game one that does it. Actually, we'll go out the front gate. I don't know if this front gate's going to stay here or not. I'm not too sure yet. It's a little bit too easy to access town going through this way. Sort of takes the fun out of heading into town, whereas my fence is right on the border of town. Give us the best money here. It'll probably come up as unknown. It just does that sometimes. And I had the flower selling point, but it wouldn't allow me to sell anything on it. I don't know why. It all came together. But this has given me the best money, this sell point right here, than any other. You know, it says not accepted there. It's only shy of 26 grand. VGA's been moved, so I've got to plough and grass that. Let's drop this off. We're close to finishing that third run. very close to finishing that third run, so I'll have to get up there and empty him out. I'll drop this skid back off and park this trailer here. Just line this up a little better. That should do us. Close to that fence. I'll just put this trailer in the shed. It won't auto load while the skid's on the trailer, so just drop. Whoa, look out there, you just spawned out of nowhere. Almost had some roadkill for dinner. This was actually built for the small tractor, which I originally had here, and I had the grape and olive vines down. I may have to do a little bit of change to that. I'm going to go to the shop and see my kooky girlfriend. She freaks me out, this woman. She's a real nutcase. Her head spins on a swivel. Sometimes she gets that excited when you buy something or lease something from her. She goes absolutely nuts. I think he's finished. Right, you're doing your final turn, mate, are you? You're a bit fucking slow, buddy. You're costing me money here. He's on his last run. That'll give us just enough time. All this bushland's growing now, so that's good. It's come up really, really well. I'm quite happy with that one. Oh no, this woman freaks me out. That's what happens. Oh. I came into town one night. I met her in this pub here. Took her home. Fucked the knickers off her. And now she's just a real Fruit Loop. I thought she was just a visitor to town. I didn't realise she was the shop lady. And now I've got to put up with her. And she freaks me out, man. She scares me. Hey Kooky, how you doing? Yeah? You like shit? I heard you like shit. Hey, get a bit of shit on you. Hey? Get a bit of shit on you, darling. Remind you of the first night we were together. I should say first and only night. Just lease that as is. Yeah, you're a fucking freak, woman. You fucking weirdo. Stop calling me too. Stop ringing me. Stop leaving notes in your fucking letterbox. Fucking weirdo. Have a nice shitty day, slurry face. I've got to remove these gutters on the right hand side, but I'll keep them around the service station there. Let's get this ready. What a dreadful colour. And I'll just drop this off in the prime mover. real hard to judge in first person. You are kidding me. I'm going to send him on his way down there. I'll start on the right hand side of the field so he finishes on the left, and then I can give the machine back, and it won't be charging us the hourly rate, so every cent I can get. So I'll just keep fast forwarding days until sorghum's at a good price, and canola as well. Off you go, son, make me some money. Canola. I'm looking at November sale. Another 3 months yet. Yeah, I think I'll dump this in the harvest silo here. Wait 3 months to sell this lot. We can just leave this prime mover up here. And let's just have a look at sorghum price. We're looking at January there. Let's just see if I can rename my sell point up here at Old Man Emus. So I should have gotten double the crop because I did have 2 stages of fertilisation down, but it's reverted back to 1 stage, so all that work I did just was for nothing. All that fertiliser I used, liquid fertiliser, it cost me an absolute fortune. So this one here, I'm going to see if I can rename this one, and I can. Old Man Emu, thank you very much. Now when we look at it, Old Man Emu's there, and now he gives us a point. Turn this off, and I'll rename the other one as well. Can't help myself. Ooh, what's going on there? Oh dear. This game and its glitches just really gives me the fucking shit. So that could be the off blow. Okay. Alright, I'll take that back. I'll take back what I just said. And I can rename this one too. This is import export. So, import export. Bring shit in on containers and load up the containers. When they're full, the trucks from out of town will come in and exchange it with an empty. That's how I play it anyway. It's probably all wank wank. But I like to role play when I play games. That's what they're for, right? To escape the reality of the real world. So I just take full advantage of it. I like this mod I've got here called Field Creator. It allows all of the cultivators, ploughs and all that's in its pack to not only create fields, but it will plough and cultivate in one go, so you don't have to plough and then come back to the cultivator. Extremely useful, extremely handy. I'm going to throw some proper grass down here now. I think I may just use this one as a field grass just on the edge of town, so I can sort of still work around town a little bit. So it's not just sitting here for sales points. I'm actually going to use it to be around town. I might pick up another stray like that bitch in the office there. Hopefully she'll be an out of towner. Be a fucking nutcase. Head spins on a swivel. So it's all ploughed and cultivated in one move. Seed bed ready to roll. So we'll go back and exchange this. I'm going to have to go in and see her again. Go and do the exchange. Seed bags. I've got plenty of seed on the farm, so we don't have to spend any money on that. And while I'm here, I'm just going to get rid of these outside gutters. Probably get rid of those ones there. I think the import-export is alright for the gutters. I think over this side's a bit too much. They are cool, but for the right build. You have to do a more city kind of farm for these to work properly, or for it to actually like fit the map. This map that I'm doing is just a rural outback. I got rid of the big buildings, the big sales points up there. I got rid of them already. They were too tall. They were giving me like a skyline of high dense buildings, and this is a little rural town. So we get rid of them on this side of the road as well, and just the service station can have them. Just so I'm going to fix up around the edges of it and just make it a bit better there, but they're not needed on this side of the road, and you'll find that in a lot of rural towns. Some parts of one side of the road is built, the other side isn't. It's all down to borders. And we'll get rid of this one that runs up to the shop. It's not needed either. While I'm here, I can fix up these little patches. These are just two temporary sales points. This is a pain in the ass, by the way. If it could just let me get rid of it a lot easier, I'd be much appreciative. Come on now. Oh, stop frustrating me, for Christ's sake. Nearly finito. Just get rid of these ones here. Oh, I have to move the camera up for that. And these hedges have got to go too. come on. Come on. I can't reach him. Right, there's going to be one there. You can't get it. You can't reach it. You can't. I don't know how I was able to put it down. Can't reach it. That's alright, that can stay. I'll just leave it now. They annoy me, so I'll get the right hand side of the gutters another time. They look much better without it. Almost forgot what I was doing then. Just only take one wipe over, and then the grass will be put back. Look at the way this trailer's behaving. Ridiculous. Nuts. I really hate the grids in this game. The way they've set it up with grid lines. It's rather annoying. Alrighty, don't hit the tree. Of course it's got to miss that bit, isn't it? Yeah, typical fucking farm sim shit. Oh, that job's done. Oh, this woman in the shop. Somebody save. Stray cat. Hey, Kooky. Hey. Hey, shit lips. How you going, shit lips? You alright? You alright? You like that shit on your face? Is it good? Tasty? Do you even care? You don't care. Nobody else does either. Oh, you fucking freak. Get out of here. Righto. Oops. Just go and chuck a little bit of seed in. I don't need much. I don't want to have to unload it, so whatever's left in it is it's just going to be given back to the shop. So I just want to chuck a little bit of seed in. I don't need a great deal. One bag, 1,000 litres would probably cover what I've got to do there. I'm not allowed to go down Main Street with big machinery. I made that rule for myself. And I can't sell my cotton until I finish that building. So it's another rule I made for myself. And all for the sake of keeping it in, you know, a little bit of realism. So it entices me to finish things that have been sitting on this map for 2.5, 3 years. And with all the intentions of finishing it, just never got around to it. And now I've started this four-wheel drive track. It's kind of consumed me. It's so much fun to build. So much fun to build. Well, I've got to stop here for a second. Easy. Yeah, sugar cane coming up. It's looking bloody good too. I've got my hands full at the moment. Only be a second. Quick look at this sugar cane. It's about half height. It's looking good. It's looking real good. Let's have a look at it. A little bit light. Wait for it to darken up a little. But it's getting there. It'll get twice the height of that yet before it's ready, so it needs rolling. I don't think so, Jane. I don't think so. I think they're absolutely wrong. There's the BGA now over the back there, which is pretty good. And I've got to move my seed and all my fertiliser up into the mine area up there, so there's a reason to always go up there. So that's got to be done as well. Do that today, run a load or two up there. There you look at it. Not being interfered with by the Rangers area, so I'm really happy about that. Nice chilled horse. Just gonna head. Oh my God, I feel. I'm gonna head over to the main farm and just pick up a load of seed. I've got seed in storage there, which I'm going to take up to the mine site, and that will entice me to continue to do it later on. Pigs and chickens in there. We'll grab a load. There's the mine straight ahead, so it's only just up the road a tad. We are on the main farm. I'll swing in this way so I'm facing the right way to head out. Seed please. I've got fertiliser over there already. I've got quite a bit of it. Got lime over there, quite a bit of it. And there's our seeds. Is that all we got? Shit, I thought I had a lot more than that. Better get the weight over the drive axle, I guess. No point having all the weight in the back of the trailer, you just jackknife them. Not that there's a great deal of weight anyway. I love them sheds. Yeah, especially that workshop shed, the first one there, brilliant. They've become my new favourite sheds. The other ones were the American barns. They were bloody brilliant too, still are. But I couldn't change the colour of those ones. So these ones you can change to about a dozen different colours, which is pretty cool. Just make sure most of the weight's over the drive axle. So they're 9.5 tonne axles. Trailer holds 300,000 litres, so we'll get it all in one with a bit of room to spare. And I'll get some over the bogies. Over the it's bogey, yep. 2 axles a bogey, 3 a tri-axle. There we go. We're full. Well, we're not full, but we've got all the seed anyhow, and I've got none left there, so all the big bags are gone because I ran out of space for silage bales. I'm going to have to go the proper way around because I've got a load on. Now I ran out of, I was doing silage bales and my bale slots were full, and I've got hardly any bales. Well, at the time I had more pallets and skids than what I did bales, so I had to get rid of, had to sell or break down into loose material all the pallets and skids that I did have. Now this is one way through the mine, so I'm not allowed to go up that way. That way's the exit. So, and that way's for small vehicles, local vehicles only. Just because of the gate doesn't fit on the angle, I have to put it in a funny position, and large vehicles won't make it through the turn. Here we are, one way in. 40 is the speed limit, as the sign there says. 40. Got it all nicely fenced in now, industrial fencing up. BGA's not finished, it has to be fenced and completed, but that's for when I have enough time later. I've got a 40 speed limit there as well. Snake our way up. And I didn't know what to do over here. Alright, I really didn't know what to put over here. I'm going to go to silo extensions. I'm wrong again, it's in silo. Where's my walls? There they are there. Great mod this. They don't seep through. Product doesn't seep through, so just try and get this lined up nicely. Actually, first of all, I better make sure it's flat, otherwise it's going to give me a hard time. Go on sculpting and level terrain. I'll get it on its strongest point. We'll come out from here. This is where it's going to go. As you can see, it wasn't level. Right, not too far. Just level around here a little bit. That's dead level. Just near the edges isn't, and this is the bit that I need level. And no money being spent, so it seems to be level. Oh, I hate this menu. God, it just dicks around. Alrighty. put the back wall up. So I think one. Just start to angle this out a bit so we can scoop it nice and wide. It will fit in there. Come on, one notch. No, wrong angle. There we go, that angle will work. I've got to make sure I've got enough room for turning when I come in and out of there, so I'll probably just leave this bay kind of, might widen that angle a little bit. That should work. Nah, yucky. Oh, it's going to be a pain. Alrighty. So that is now going to be our seed storage. That might be in the way, that one. If I close it up a bit, how's that going to be? I'll tell you what, let's give ourselves the best opportunity back a little bit. That'll do us. Now it won't seep through, so it'll go up against the wall really high, and the only way it seeps through, same as these ones, you can really jam it in there and you can see they don't seep through. This seeped through because I was dodgo, and I'm not going to fix it until I use it, because all the material against the wall there will disappear and it looks absolutely stupid. So we're going to line up, we're going to back across there and dump it in. Watch this trailer, we'll head towards every single collision possible and do things like that. This is what I do for a living. I drive trucks, and the trailers in this game do not behave in any realistic way, shape or form. They're programmed to go straight towards a collision, like that. This game's so... anyway. Now it doesn't turn, and yet you're seeing how sharp it turned before, how suddenly it turned. It's just things like that about this game. It's just garbage. I call it B grade. You don't have to, but I do. And it's B grade programming. Love the game, still hate a lot about it. Trying to get a nice pile going here. Don't seep, you fucking prick. See, it went straight for that barrier. It's really unrealistic. We'll head our way out now after that little whinge. I've got a pretty short fencing and that along here as well. Just park this here for now. Turn around. Oh no. And see. Speeding. I want to fix up this little bit of road here too. Really, I didn't cut it in cleanly. Just park up in the loading area. She's just here. We'll load it up. This thing's an absolute monster. I think it's 7,500 litres it holds. It's the biggest bucket in the game. For console anyway, and it behaves every bit as stupid as every other front end implement in this game. Won't pick up, it's on the ground, got to be off the ground. It's just garbage. Fucks. Really? Giants, you really can do a better job than this shit, right? You can. I know you can. I know you can do better than this. Right? You just don't. What a joke. All front end implements in this game are shit. Absolute shit. Try and use the pallet tines, try and use the big bag loaders, try and use the balers, the bale lifters, bale spikes. It's all garbage. Absolute garbage. Suck my fucking dick going away. Piece of shit. Absolute fucking trash. end up getting the fucking shits today. I'm gonna spit the dummy. I am. I'm gonna do it. I'll literally lose my shit. Oh, it picks up a little bit. Won't pick up the rest. Oh, get fucked game, eh? Fucking trash. It's just shit. It's. You are a fucking dickhead, aren't you? Go on, fuck off! Stupid cunt. You're a fucking menace, mate. Oh, fuck off! About to lose my shit, man. About to lose my fucking shit today. Fuck this shit.